using a chair in this orientation, have a seat on the chair to begin with here, and we're going to use it for a little bit of strengthening. So make sure that your chair, whatever kind of chair you're using, you can slide your bum forward and lift your legs up, and the chair is not going to tilt back. So you need to do a little bit of careful testing just to make sure that your chair is safe. If you can, cross your legs in front of you and fold yourself into kind of a little egg, this little egg shape here. Good. See if you can balance on the chair. Maybe you can take your back off the chair slightly. Get a sense of where you're at. If you do have your back on the back of the chair, that's fine. Let's lengthen through the back, through the chest. You want to make sure that if you tilt your pelvis, you're not going to end up on your back on the chair in a painful way. So again, this is just a little bit of a test to make sure that your chair is a safe chair. From here, take hands onto the edge of the chair. You can either take it around the front or the side. See if you can press yourself up off the chair and hold for a second before slowly placing your feet down. Let's take a forward fold. And inhale, come back up. Tadasana. From here, Utkatasana, chair pose. Only you're going to hover over the chair. Tuck your pelvis. Sink down more deeply. Take a breath here. As you exhale, actually sit on the chair. Cross the other leg over. Find yourself in this little egg shape. Take a breath in the egg shape. Lengthening through the spine. Give yourself a hug. And from here, taking hands onto the chair. Uncross the legs. Lift the bum up off the chair for as long as you can. With control, put the feet down. Forward fold, Uttanasana. And coming up. Exhale down. All right. Move the chair out to the side. And away from you. You'll still need access to your blocks, so have them near you. Standing tall at the front of the mat, let's inhale, arms come up over the head. Take an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, look up. Plant the hands, exhale, plank. Chaturanga, up dog, and downward dog. Heels descend to the mat. Big exhale here.
Miss Spatafora, please contact the main office. Miss Spatafora, main office, please. Thank you.
Some things never change. Come up high onto the toes. Bring the right foot forward in between your hands. Now, we're going to go into pigeon pose or Kapotasana to get a little bit of opening through the hips. Take your block, your phone book, whatever, put it under your bum, okay? Now, the test to see whether you need something under your bum is look back at your back leg. If your back leg is twisted out like this, and you can't seem to get a straight back or lift your chest, you probably need something under your bum. You have enough under your bum when you can turn your body and face forward, when you can lift through the chest, and when your back knee is tilted toward the floor. So we're going to start our pigeon pose here. Now press that front shin bone into the floor. Lift up. See if you can bring the arms up over the head here. Take upward facing pigeon pose. This is a hard pose. It's not easy. It is difficult. It takes a lot of strength to hold it with the hands in the air. So do the best that you can. When you're tired, you can bring your arms down, but don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Because we get the next moment here, which is to fold forward into Adho Mukha Kapotasana, downward facing pigeon pose. And rest. Maybe when you're doing downward facing pigeon pose, you don't want that block anymore. That's fine, take it away. Big breaths here. Lengthen up, walk back. Bring your back leg around the front, cross it over. Give yourself a hug. Lengthen tall through the spine, long, long, long through the spine. Twist towards your front leg. Open the hand toward the back. Breathe. We're going to switch legs here. So let's move up into boat pose for a moment. From boat pose, cross the legs, find yourself in egg pose. You can come right over top of the egg, or if you're feeling brave, you can lift the egg up off the floor, cheat the feet through, find yourself in plank. Take chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. Big breaths here in downward dog. Nice big long breaths. Coming up high on the toes, send the left knee forward. Place the block or the book under your bum. Lift through the chest. If you can, press that front shin bone into the floor and lift the hands high up into the air. Lengthen, lengthen through the spine. Lengthen through the body. Lift everything up. Take some breaths. Keep breathing. If you're getting tired, bring the hands down, but keep the chest lifted. Squeeze the elbows together on the back. Draw those shoulder blades together. And then, as you exhale, go ahead and take the chest toward the thigh. Release forward. Take the head down. Breathe here. Big breaths. Walk the hands back towards you. Lengthen through the chest. From here, draw the back leg around the front, cross over. Lengthen up through the chest, twist toward the front leg, and take a nice long twist here. Exhale, come back out. Okay, for a little closing today, place your chair on your mat, and then you're going to sit facing your chair. Draw your feet up onto the chair, and lay down this way. From here, we're going to move into a modified version of waterfall pose, and lift your pelvis up. Place your pelvis down. Lift the legs. Take some breaths here. This is a modified version of Viparit Karani, waterfall pose. Take some breaths. So if you have something to wrap around your legs, go ahead and do that. Like a belt, something like that. From here, we're actually going to lift the pelvis up. You can take your thumbs into your pelvis and reach the feet over your head into plow pose. Take some breaths here in plow pose. Slowly let the spine unfurl. Bring it back down. Maybe you have a block under your pelvis into modified Viparita Karani. Maybe you bring your feet down onto the back of your chair or onto the chair, whatever's comfortable. If you do have something to wrap around your thighs to keep them together, that'll be really, really nice. Open the hands, release the body. Let yourself relax. We're going to give it a couple minutes here in Viparita Karani. And then of course we'll move into about a 5-minute Shavasana. Taking some big deep breaths. Release the hips, release the legs, release the feet, release the shoulders, release the eyes.